Guys, welcome back after that short break. Let us now look at conversion tables. So here's our first question. And it says, use the conversion table below to answer the question that follow. Right, so looking at our conversion table, good practice, see what's happening first. Here I have my kilogram, grams, ounces, pounds, as well as the same here, right? And then I have my conversion factors. Okay, for example, if I convert kilograms, 2 grams, I will multiply by 1,000. So it's important for you to understand how the table works, to interpret it, right? So that you can perform calculations based on the table, right? So the first question, 1A says, convert 278 kilograms to pounds. Then round off your answer to 2 decimal places, all right? So I have 278 kilograms, and I must convert that to pounds. So here's kilograms. I must convert it to pounds. Remember, this is the abbreviation of what we use for pounds. Are we clear on that? Okay, so what is our table saying? If we convert from kilograms to pounds, we'll take our kilograms and we multiply it by 2,2046. So therefore I'll say 278 multiplied by 2,2046. So let's type that in. 278 multiplied by 2.2046. So that will give us an answer of 612,8788. But remember, the question stated we must round off to 2 decimal places, right? There we see 2 decimal places. So therefore, if I round off, this will remain 612. So I look at this digit, right? The third one after the decimal. So therefore, the 7 changed to an 8 as well. And I indicate this is pounds. Guys, are we clear? All right, let us move now then to our next question. In our second question, right, we are saying here, convert 42 ounces, right, of flour to kilograms. Now let's find our ounce there, OZ, right? And we must convert that to kilograms. So where is our kilogram? Here. Can you see it works in the same way as we did now with our conversion table? So here, where will they meet? Can you see? This is right where they will meet. So this is the factor we'll use. Guys, are we clear on that? All right. So therefore, I'll indicate then 42 ounces, right? And I'll have to multiply that by 0,02835. All right. So let's type that in. 42 multiplied by 0.02835. In this case, no mention of rounding. So I'll write my answer as is. That equals 1,190307. My apology for that. Okay, there should be a 1 here as well, 1,1907, and remember this is now kilograms. Guys, are we fine? Using the conversion table, I multiplied my 42 with my 0,02835. Okay. Our next question, I'm saying here question number 2. In a recipe book, right, a ratio of 125 grams equal 4 ounces or 300 grams equal 10 ounces is given. Here we still have the same conversion table, right? And it says further down, convert 24 ounces to grams, correct to 1 decimal place, right? So we have to convert 24 ounces, 2 grams, correct to 1 decimal place. But now we have to be careful. Let's look at number 8. It says, using the conversion factors given. So now it means I must use either this part here or this part here. Are we clear on that? Not the conversion table, right? So what will happen now? Remember, it's 24 ounces that I'll need to convert, right? So now I'm saying that if I look at this, 125 grams equals 24 ounces. All right. So I have 24 ounces that I must convert. So therefore, what will happen now? 24 ounces, right? And I'm saying 4 of it equals 125 grams. So therefore, I'll first say 24 divided by 4. Right? 24 divided by 4, you know your timetables, that will give me 6, right? We agree. So there will be 6 of that. So therefore, I'll say 6 multiplied by 125 grams. So let's type that in. 6 times 125. So that will give me 750 grams. Remember, I've used the conversion factors as given there on top. Are we fine? All right, let's look at another question. Number B. Right now, looking at it, it says convert 24 ounces, still the same question. 2 grams, correct to 1 decimal place. All right. Now it says using the conversion factor this time around from the table. Can we see the difference in the two questions? First one, we used the conversion factors given on top. Now we must work with the factors from the table. Okay, so looking at that 24 ounces, right, here. Converting from ounce, and it's 24 of them, and I must convert that to grams. Yes, grams, so where do they meet? Right here. Guys, are we fine? So therefore, we'll then say the 24, right, ounces that I'm working with multiply by the conversion factor of 28,3495. Let's type that in. 24 multiplied by 28.3495. Looking at our answer, that will give us 680,388, right? And remember, this is grams. But now note, in our previous question, no rounding off was needed. Here, I can round off now, and it must be correct to 1 decimal place. So therefore, round it off to 1 decimal place. I look at this, the second one after the decimal, so that becomes 680,4 grams. Guys, are we all clear on that one? All right, let's move on. Now we'll be looking at a conversion rate, okay? So our question here says, a plumber detected that water is leaking from a tap at a rate of 20 milliliters per minute. Convert this rate to liters per day, right? So looking at this, I can say 20 milliliters, right, per minute. I can also write this as 20 milliliters per minute. Are we clear? But now remember, I must convert this to liters per day, right? So meaning that milliliters must go to liters and your 1 minute must go to day. So therefore, I'll convert 20 milliliters, right, to liters by, remember, 1,000 milliliters equals 1 liter, so I'll divide by 1,000 first. So that will give me 0.02 liters, right? So now I'm going to convert this from minutes to hours to days. So what will I say then? It will be 1 divided by 60 to go to hours, divided by 24. Okay, are you still with me? So 1 divided by 60 divided by 24. That will give us, and I'm going to write this down so that you can see all the steps, right? 0.02 liters divided by 0, if I simplify this part here, okay, 69, and then it gives me 4 fours here as well. So 0.000694444. Let me double check my answer. So that is correct. So now I'm going to type this in, right? So I'll say 0.02 divided by 0.000694444. So doing this, I'll get an answer of 28, and I'll round off to 2 decimal places, 80, right? And this will be liters per day. Guys, are we clear on that one? 28.8 liters per day. All right, let us move on with our lesson. Guys, now we'll be looking at our question that says, use the information in the table below to draw a conversion graph, right? That can be used to convert between UK pounds and South African rand. So I'm saying if you don't have any pounds, obviously you won't have any South African rand. And there we have 1, 2, 3, and so forth, right? So I'll start by saying, let's draw our x's, right? Okay, I'll indicate here, so origin, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And I'm going to label the independent x's here, right? So looking at this, this will be our pounds, right? So here we can say 20, 40, 60, 80, and so forth. And this will be our South African, and let me put it like this, South African rand, our ZAR, right? Right, so I'll also give a heading to my graph. Let's say ZAR versus our pounds, right? Now let's complete the graph. I'm saying 0 pounds equals 0 rand. If I have 1 pound, I'll have 20 rand. Are you guys following? 2 pounds, here 2 pounds equals 40 rand. Then 3 pounds here equals 60 rand. And I'm sure you'll understand that 4 pounds will be equals to 80 rand. Right, so what will happen now? I'll start at my origin, connect the lines, right, and I'll indicate because it can have more values to that. Guys, are we clear on that? Okay, so there's my graph, South African rand versus my pounds. So we can use this graph to convert between these two currencies. All right, I hope that's clear to all of you. Okay, guys, I would like to say thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you've learned quite a bit today. Hope to see you next time. Please work every day and stay safe. Goodbye.